You might be asking yourself about that one thing you spent a lot of money purchasing. Frankly, some of us own common cheap things just for survival. Well, every individual owns something that they really think is expensive. The ownership of certain things is determined by each individual's financial class, the upper class, middle class, and lower class. For instance, you will find that some people have the most expensive cars, others own luxurious mansions, while for others, a pair of shoes is the most expensive thing they possess. But have you ever wondered, what's the most expensive thing owned by billionaires? And to be precise, what's the most expensive thing Jeff Bezos owns? Well, let's find out. Number 1. Private jet. Jeff Bezos owns a Gulfstream G650ER worth $70 million. Currently, it is one of the largest purpose-built private jets. The plane has all the features and amenities one can dream of, making it more than regular airplanes. The interior of the jet is stunning and luxurious. It has a number of interior configurations, and surprisingly, he has made the interior classier by investing an addition of about $5 million. This jet has about 4 living areas and maximized cabin spaces to avoid the feeling of overcrowding. Moreover, the jet seats are made so they are inclined into a comfortable bed. Number 2. House and mansions. When you come to think of it, Bezos is living his dream of fancy and luxurious homes everybody would wish to. Being one of the wealthiest men in the world, Bezos has quite the empire regarding the apartments he owns. Not one, but several of them. He purchased for the apartments in New York for $23 million for a 4,155 square foot condo inside 212 Fifth Avenue, a high-rise building where he owns 4 other units. This unit has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, marbled floors, and oversized windows. Not forgetting the building amenities, which constitute a game room, a movie screening room, and a fitness center. And in 2019, Bezos bought an exclusive luxury apartment called The Crown at $80 million. It is located at Penthouse 212 Fifth Avenue. This apartment has 48 residential condos with high ceilings and hardwood floors. The penthouse has more than 10,000 square feet of interior space and 5,730 square feet of terraces on all 4 sides. The Crown has 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms brilliantly designed and furnished. More shocking is the Warner estate that Bezos purchased at the sprawling compound of Beverly Hills at $165 million. The estate features a 13,600 square foot mansion, 2 guest houses, a pool, and a tennis court. The estate was built around 1930 by one of the founders of Warner Bros., Jack L. Warner. The building is equipped with 8 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms, a bar, a library, a vast dining room, a screening room, and a sunroom. Number 3. A super yacht. Jeff also owns a $500 million luxurious yacht. It would probably be called a rocket ship due to its vast size and luxury. It's 127 meters in length, let's say about 57 feet longer than a football field. It's constructed of aluminum and steel, classic in shape, has 3 large decks and 3 masts, and is a black hull. Due to its design and innovation, it has changed the yachting world. Honestly, it is only people that are as rich as Jeff Bezos who can at least afford such a cruise ship. It's featured with a helipad and a meeting space with a massive amount of storage for his endless water toys, which include jet and water skis, water slides, and surfboards, among many others. Without a doubt, Bezos sails across the high seas in style. Number 4. 10,000-year-old clock. According to Popular Mechanics, Jeff Bezos spent $42 million on a clock that only strikes once a year. The 10,000-year clock, so called because of its enormous size, is now being worked on in its home, a vast space Bezos and cut out of the West Texas mountain. It was created by inventor and MIT professor Danny Hillies to cuckoo once every millennium. When it is finished, it will apparently keep time for the next 10,000 years. So why would someone spend millions of dollars on a huge watch that isn't even functional? According to his biography, Bezos took an early curiosity in how things function, which made him the ideal choice to invest in this specific gadget. He even transformed the family garage into a laboratory when he was a little child. He used to install electrical contraptions around his residence back then as well. So, given that context, it makes sense that Bezos would buy this extravagant clock. He is in a mission to generate not only extraordinary wonders, but also civilization-scale challenges. At the end, we all know he has the right and power to purchase everything he wants whenever he wants. Number 5. Massive property. It's true that he owns a yacht, but where is he going to sail it? Apparently, he has a superb new residence in Maui, Hawaii, which he bought for $78 million. It is located right where the clear blue ocean waters meet the shore. According to reports, the main house is 4,500 square feet in size, with a 1,700 square foot guest house and a magnificent 700 square foot circular swimming pool. Despite being dormant, the lava fields that surround the house on some sides are lovely. However, local Hawaiians are worried about the wealthy and powerful encroaching on their territory, which is driving up property values. But in the middle of September, Bezos made a donation to the Hawaii Land Trust as a show of goodwill. It is a company tasked with protecting Maui's ecosystem from environmental harm. Number 6. Destination Space. Many young boys have fantasized about launching into space and discovering the cosmos. However, time teaches them that it takes quite a bit of study and physical fitness to survive space voyages. But not if you're the richest man alive. You can do whatever you want. With Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos' interest in space was realized along with 3 other people. On July 20, 2021, he was put into orbit on the company's New Shepard rocket. According to Space.com, the capsule carried Bezos, his brother Mark, aviation pioneer Wally Funk, and Dutch physics student Oliver Deeman, 66.5 miles above Earth. The capsule then descended for a parachute-assisted, dust-raising landing in the West Texas scrublands. Number 7. A robot dog. Now with all that money at your disposal, what could you possibly buy next? Imagine having a robotic dog as your pet. Well, this is the case for Jeff Bezos. Bezos tweeted about a robot dog in 2018. The robotic dog, known as Spot Mini, was apparently developed by Boston Dynamics. Given that Bezos referred to the dog as "my dog" on Twitter, it is assumed that he owns it. He was also seen taking a stroll and playing games with it. At least he doesn't have to worry about cleaning up after it. Number 8. Texas Ranch. Jeff also boasts a corn ranch in Texas. The Corn Ranch is the largest property owned by Jeff Bezos. The property, which is in Van Horn, Texas, was bought by the billionaire in 2004. It lies at the core of Bezos' aerospace company Blue Origin's ambitious space flight plans. The vast area is 66,773 hectares in size. With salt lake beds, desert, and level land for miles in every direction, it is almost in the middle of nowhere. From Bezos Ranch, you can see the Guadalupe Mountains National Park and its 2,464-meter-tall El Capitan, a well-known mountaineering destination. Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket, which had its first launch in 2015, had its maiden for space travel from this ranch. Number 9. Many investments. You can imagine it's challenging to spend $150 billion on oneself. As a result, Jeff Bezos invested in numerous ventures in diverse industries. As it befits a man who made his billions online, he even has a website called BezosSpeditions.com dedicated to keeping track of his numerous assets. He is a huge proponent of investing in technology, especially the kind that keeps people connected and informed. He invested in Twitter and gave Business Insider about $50 million in venture funding. Furthermore, he made investments in social media channels like Teach Street, which aids in supplying students with data about programs and instructors nearby. Bezos' investments frequently provide impressive returns. In the case of the Workday, the company made $684 million from its IPO after becoming public as a result of Bezos' investment. He also enjoys making investments in travel agencies, as he invested $35 million in Oba and $120 million to finance Airbnb. Then there are the investments that are more conventional, like print media. In 2013, Bezos' organization, Nash Holdings LLC, reportedly paid $250 million for the Washington Post. Since then, he has tried to transform the Post from a conventional, ailing ink and paper business into a tech-savvy, data-driven organization. I think it goes without saying that Jeff is living his best life right now. With the kind of gadgets and businesses he has invested in, it makes more sense to us now why he has a net worth of close to $150 billion. So what did you think of the majority of what he owns, and which of his possessions fascinated you the most? Would you prefer to live peacefully on his Texas ranch, or maybe check out space? I think personally taking the dog for a walk would be high on my list. That's all from today's video, guys. Make sure you check out some others on screen.